to say thank you so much for turning on Magic 104.9 and making us your #1 urban radio station here in West Michigan. Well, family, you know me. I am always excited, but today I'm really excited because we have a phenomenal lady in the studio with us. And I was sharing with her off the air, but I'm like a kid in a candy shop right now, so I'm really trying to keep my composure. But I have the one and only Maranda, where you live.
It is so good to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
You are so welcome. You're so welcome. So listen, Maranda, everybody knows you from Wood TV 8, but there might be someone who has not heard of you yet. So would you do West Michigan a favor and just share a little, introduce yourself and share a little bit about the woman Maranda outside of TV media.
Oh, look at you. All right, so my name is Maranda. I've been in broadcasting here in West Michigan for, do I have to say it, 31 years.
You look wonderful.
Oh, you're so good to me. So good to me. So started in radio, moved to television, and have been at a couple of different stations along the journey, but always right here in West Michigan, always committed to kids and families, and it has been an amazing ride, and you never know how long these things last, but you count your blessings.
Absolutely, you count your blessings. And I think, too, what's so amazing is a lot of times, Maranda, we don't know what's in front of us until we actually step out. So I kind of want to go there with you for a moment because we don't always get to see this side of you because we're watching you talk to other people. But tell us the story. What led you into broadcast media?
Well, I can say this to you because you'll understand. God did.
Oh, come on.
You know what I'm saying? Because I studied theater. I actually studied at Hope College and then went abroad and studied at Cambridge University. Thought I was going to be a Shakespearean actress. That was my calling.
Okay.
I did a little bit of TV with some friends who were studying in London, and I said, I will never do TV because I want the live experience of theater.
Yes.
Never say never.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And worked in Chicago. When I came back to the United States, I worked in Chicago for a little while. Mm-hmm. Just a quick sideline. When I was at WLS in Chicago, I was in the newsroom. And I remember my boss came in and she's like, hey, you're going to want to sneak downstairs and say hello to this woman who just started a video music show. And I'm like, okay.
What's
and
that?
Went downstairs, out pops this woman, and she's like, hello, my name is Oprah. And I'm like, hello, Oprah, my name is Maranda. And I left there thinking, Oprah, what's that all about? And about 3 months later, Oprah got that call from Steven Spielberg to do The Color Purple, and her world changed completely. And so I was right in the middle of all of that, and then ended up moving back to West Michigan and worked at a TV station and did kids radio, doing everything. And it just sort of happened. And you know how things happen. Like you said, you just are stepping into it. And one thing led to another, and so did radio. I've done, print for years. I'm doing TV. It's just a mix of whatever's out there. Wherever I'm supposed to go, I hope I am faithful and follow.
Wow. Was media something that you always wanted to do?
No. Theater was what I wanted to do.
Right,
And I like communications. I like public relations. For a while, you know how it is in media. Like when you're working these kind of jobs, you have to work real jobs too.
Yes.
And I worked at an advertising agency, and my expertise was deep drawn metal stamping and material handling.
Okay.
And so I loved it. I was 23 years old. I was killing it in a man's world, stomping around factories in my little pumps and suit. Mm-hmm. But my heart wasn't full. And so I always kept the TV thing going on the side. Yeah. And it came to a point where I had to make some decisions because the company wanted to promote me, and it would involve a lot of international travel. And I remember just thinking, gosh, but my favorite nights are Tuesday nights when I would go to Fox 17 and do a kids show.
Yes.
And Fox is like, if you're serious about this, it was before they were Fox Network, and they said, we're getting ready to launch Fox.
Okay.
And you could be, in charge of the Fox Kids Club. And so I took
So are you with us or not?
Exactly. So I took a substantial pay cut and ended up moving to that. And it was, really a beautiful thing where I found out what I really wanted, and so I went for it. And it's just been a good ride.
Wow. You know what, Miranda, you have the ear of West Michigan right now, and there are a plethora of women and men who are listening to you speak right now. I want you to talk for a moment because you highlighted that you had to still do your 9 to 5 for a season before you just jump off into the deep. I want you to talk to those men and women who have dreams and aspirations of starting this business or doing whatever that entrepreneurial thing is. Talk to them. Say something that can inspire them.
So here's what I live by. Pursuit without passion is trivial. So if you're just doing your thing and you're not into it, anybody can do that thing. But if there is that little something that is you, that is your passion, pursue it with all your heart. Because when we're pursuing something and we're passionate about it, nobody can stop us. So here I was 21 years old, and I'm selling someone on this idea of doing a kids show. And I mean, straight up, they told me, you come in with $100,000 and you have a show. And I laughed wildly, and then I cried because I knew there's no way. But never say there's no way.
Come on, talk.
I went out, and I just started talking to West Michigan businesses, and I'm like, here's my dream, and this is what I think can happen. And nobody is doing this for kids in our community. And people listened, and they got on board, and they believed in me. And I often have said, why did you choose this? And they're like, we didn't know what you were talking about, but we loved your passion. So, stick with it, man. And you're not going to walk into the big dream job and make it's a 9 to 5. I mean, you're going to do this 24 hours a day. I work whether they're paying me or not. I'm up at 6 a.m. posting on my social media. I'll do 25 events because they're all great events that live my brand. It's not about the money. And if it's about the money, get out.
That's good.
But seriously, right? If it's about the money, move out of the way, go with your heart. And truly, if you find your thing, you'll probably make some money at it.
Absolutely.
But you better be passionate.
Oh, my God, that was rich right there.
Look at you.
Know what? That's a drop the mic moment and just walk away for a minute.
Oh, you're making my day.
So listen, you have a passion for the babies, for the youth. Where did that passion come from?
I don't know. I guess it's a matter of, I always feel like every kid deserves a break, and there is no such thing as a bad kid. There's bad environments, there's bad situations. And it's not the kid's fault. So I always want to give every kid every opportunity I can. And nothing makes me sadder than when I visit 2 or 3 schools in one day and I see this huge discrepancy between what's available to some and what's not available to some. And I just think that's not fair. And when I think about what we can do for our kids, if we can give them all a chance to go play in the park and eat free food and zip down the zip line, then let's do it. If we can put on an event where a mom can come, and it doesn't matter how many kids she has or where she's from, just come in, have some fun. It's going to be affordable or it's going to be totally free. If I can make that happen, then that's what I got to do.
Wow. So you're at Wood TV 8, and there is so many things happening over there. There's some great things happening this summer, 2018. Let's talk about that for a minute.
You know it. So summer makes me smile. I'm over here dancing.
I wish you all could see your face.
Well, Summer Reading Club is the first thing that's going to kick off. That's going to kick off on June 11th. It's a free program for kids at 86 libraries across western and southwestern Michigan. So the idea is pretty simple. Kids go into the library, sign up for the club. They read all kinds of great books. They can get in on free programs, and they can win prizes. And I can't think of a better way for a kid, no matter where you're from, to learn and to spend time this summer just being exposed to a big world. So Summer Reading Club's number 1.
Okay.
After that, we kick off park parties on June 21st.
I love those. My babies love those, too.
Seriously, people are always like, don't you just get exhausted? And I'm like, are you kidding me? That is like energy. It fills my soul. So first park party, June 21 at Lamar Park in Wyoming. We go every Thursday all the way to June 26th at, Bronson Park in Kalamazoo.
Okay. Wow. You know, one of the things, and I'm kind of changing lanes just for a moment, I'm sitting here and I'm listening to you, but one of the things that I admire about women like you and Shelley Irwin is I watch you from afar, and you ladies are just like Energizer bunnies. You're all over the place. And I'm like, how are they doing it? Because I sometimes have people asking me that. But how do you do it and still, stay balanced, if that makes sense?
Ooh, I'm glad you think I stay balanced. Because I can tell
we're actually crazy, right?
Yeah. I don't see a lot of balance. For me, I do get energy from people, and I get energy from doing what I love, and especially being around kids. Nothing makes me happier than to hang out in a school for a while versus sitting in a meeting with a bunch of adults. That's the stuff that just sucks the life out of me.
Yeah.
But if I can go in where we can just talk and brainstorm and kids can just be, and to me, that's energy. So that's where I get my energy. And so I'm always drawn to those kinds of things that I can be around and just be a part of.
Okay, I like that. So we have the reading program happening this summer. We have the park parties happening. What else is on the calendar?
Well, on top of that, every day, Monday through Friday, we're doing good things for families, trying to find those unique stories, trying to share resources available for families, sharing good stories of kids doing good things, things that families are doing. Just did a beautiful story on a young couple in West Michigan who became licensed for foster care.
Okay.
They had 20-plus kids come in and out of their home, and they're in their early 30s. They ended up adopting one of the kids, and then for the next 5 years adopted a child every year, so they have 5 and under.
Wow.
And they sat on the set in our studio, and these kids are climbing everywhere. But what was so beautiful to me is it's like, here is this beautiful family that has just sort of happened, and this mom and dad love these beautiful babies as if they're their own, and these kids have a safe place to live. They know they're loved. They know they're valued. And every child deserves this. And to be able to share those kinds of stories and maybe have somebody say, I could be a foster parent. I'm thinking, wow, what an opportunity for me to put that out there for people.
Wow. As I sit here and I listen to you, and there's just wonderful energy that's exuding from you. When you reflect over the 31 years.
Oh, it's so scary when you say that.
That's amazing.
I know.
The 31 years that you've been at the helm of this thing. The first woman in West Michigan?
The longest running female who is a broadcaster here in West Michigan.
Wow. Maranda. Wow. Well, here's where I want to go with this question. You've had a major impact here in West Michigan.
It's very sweet.
What do you think will be that thing that will keep you going until you can't go anymore? Does that make sense?
Always being a voice, always being a friend. Those are the things that make me go.
Wow. Did you ever think that you would be this big deal?
Never. And seriously, I am not a big deal. So let's get that clear.
I like that.
But no, you never think, oh, this is the goal, because trust me, if that's the goal, you're out.
Say it one more time,
Miranda. Again, if your goal is to be famous or to be whatever, I'm here to tell you, you're out.
Yes.
You have to be genuine with who you are. People have to know, I always say, when you meet me, I hope it is exactly what you thought I would be, because it's who I am on TV. It's who I am in life.
Ooh.
What you see is what you get.
Yes.
And I think that's what keeps things going. That's what keeps things real. And the minute you think you're something, you're so not.
Oh, my God. I had a mentor tell me that same thing a few years ago, and that is so true. And I think that is one of the reasons why you and I hit it off when we connected.
Yeah.
Because I'm really big on that, too.
Yeah.
What you see online or what you hear on the air, that's the same Teresa that you will meet in person.
Yes.
And I think that's huge. And, we get into these things. You talked about it a few moments ago, but we get into these things because it's a heart thing for us. We're not trying to make a name, but we want to make a difference. We want to make impact. And, yes, we need to make money, too, and the money will come, but that's not the thing that drives us.
No.
And so you're just like living proof to me that it can happen. You have 31 years in the game, and you are nowhere near close to stopping. I don't see it.
Well, and I always think when I stop having fun, I need to stop doing this. That's
there
number
you go.
one.
There you go.
And if you ever are in it for the money, you'll sell out. And when you sell out, you're nothing. So, I always feel like stay true to who you are. Opportunities will come and go, and some are not the right opportunities. And never jump at it because you think there's a buck in it. Because if you do that, you're just like everybody else.
Oh,